Hey YouTube, I just wanted to do a quick video on Colleen Ballinger's fandom and how a lot of people are responding to the allegations against Colleen. And spoiler alert, it's not good. So this started when I saw a video, I believe it was titled, I support and defend Colleen Ballinger, and I'm not really gonna highlight the account that made this video because it is a smaller channel, and even though most of my subscribers are not going to go after somebody, there may be people out there who see this video and will, but I don't want people to go after this person because I did notice they turned their comments off on this video, meaning they're not really responding well to criticism. And I do agree that if you can't respond to criticism, you really should not be putting content out publicly. But regardless, they set that boundary, so I really want to respect their wishes.
Everyone, I'm here to discuss the situation that Colleen Ballinger is now facing. If you don't already know, you can Google it. You can Google the allegations that are being made against her, and you can find out for yourself. I'm not going to get into the reason why she's being targeted right now, but you can Google it, or you can even search for it on TikTok. But in any case, I've been a fan of Colleen's for about 6 years. We have a lot of the same interests. I think she's funny. I love her podcast with her husband. I like her singing. Again, we just have a lot in common. And I was fortunate enough to meet Colleen last December at one of her shows. She was very sweet, not a mean bone in her body, not a creepy bone in her body that I could see. And I'm here to defend her.
But anyway, this person made a video saying they met Colleen at a show last year, and she was the nicest person. She didn't have a mean or creepy bone in her body, and they haven't seen any evidence that Colleen has done any of the things people have said. First of all, I would like to say, just because you meet someone in person and they seem very nice does not mean they cannot commit horrific acts. A lot of people that groom people, they can act very nice and very normal.
All the allegations that are being made against her have already been addressed by her a few years ago. I really don't understand why it's all coming up again, but it is. And Colleen hasn't posted any vlogs in a week, which is a long time for her. So I'm just making this post and saying I support her, I defend her, and I think all of the allegations are false. The individuals making these allegations are all young kids, maybe not even in their 20s yet. I don't trust them, I don't believe them. There's no proof, there's no receipts, not enough to convince me that she's guilty. And so I just want to make a stand here and say, I support you, Colleen, I defend you, and I know you are innocent. Innocent until proven guilty with hard factual evidence. I haven't seen any of that evidence yet. So all of this needs to stop. Thank you.
But that does not take away from experiences of people like Adam McIntyre. And I saw there was this other YouTuber, Gemini John, and he talked about his experience working on tour with Colleen. And dismissing people's experiences is just a really bad thing to do, because that is why so many people do not come forward. And I know this from personal experience, not with like grooming, but with other things that have happened to me. I know what it is like to feel like you're not gonna be believed. So to stay silent, because then people are gonna scrutinize every move you've made. And it's like when you're in situations like that, you do not know how you're gonna act until you're in that situation. So it is really hard to like be like, well, if that happened to you, then why did you do this? Because people all act differently when they experience trauma. I also want to address, because I did look at Colleen's comments section on her most recent Instagram post, and it was so many fans being like, oh, tell these haters to back off, and Adam is just looking for clout, and these people just want their 5 seconds of fame. Even though Adam's channel took off when he made his video about Colleen Ballinger, I do think at this point he has made his channel something that people will watch regardless. So he doesn't need to rehash this. And for the people being like, oh, this isn't the right way to heal, I don't think we can really police how people heal. He's telling his story and his experience with being GROOM'd by a bunch of adults. And I believe he should tell his story, because that will be so validating to other people who've experienced it. And not that Adam owes that to anybody, but I believe it's not only helping him to heal and to clear his name, but it is also helping a bunch of other people who've been through similar experiences. I understand that if you're a fan of someone, you do not want to believe they are capable of such horrific things. But I will say, even if you didn't see the evidence, like the texts or videos of Colleen from Snapchat, there are a lot of things that show her behavior that's been public. For instance, during her Miranda Sings show, when she does the skit with the cheese puffs and has a little boy reach into her pants to get a cheese puff. That is inappropriate and gross, and it is sexually suggestive. Why would you have a little boy participate in that skit? That is creepy. Another thing is when she sent the underwear and bra to Adam. Again, that is public. She publicly did that. So it's not a he said, she said thing. We saw her do that. If you would like to see the clip, I guess I could put it in there. I'm really trying to figure out screen recording on this new phone, because I try to screen record and it counts down to 3, and by the time I can't flip my phone. Anyway, I will figure it out. But we did see her when she was doing that and being like, oh, wouldn't this be so funny if we gave this to Adam? Even if she meant that as a joke, which I think she did mean it as a joke. It is gross. I would never send underwear or a bra to a minor. It's just weird. Other behaviors, she has made jokes about teenage girls and their... I don't even want to say it because it's just gross. It's just gross that an adult woman says these things and thinks it's okay to speak like that about children, to talk to children in these ways. Even if you don't believe she's done any of the other things, which at this point there's enough evidence out there and enough people speaking out against her that I would hope that most people would come to realize that Colleen is not the person that a bunch of people seem to want her to be. People need to be able to detangle their feelings as a fan or as someone who liked someone at some point from the reality of what someone is doing. I understand what it is like to be shocked by someone's behavior and to be very disappointed. And it can be disorienting because you didn't expect something and your perception of who someone is so drastically different from what you're being told. But at the end of the day, by making these comments, by making these videos, being like, oh, we love you, Colleen, we don't believe them, you are invalidating people's experiences and people's traumas, and that is not okay. And that's all I really had to say in this video. And one last thing I want to say, that I saw Adam's video about Cody Rants and how he's so upset with himself and he can't believe that he would fall for things twice. And I just want to say, Adam, I know it's really hard right now, but please try to not be so hard on yourself, because people who've been through that, a lot of times they're vulnerable to that situation again. So it's not something against you, it's these people and how they act. Like, it's not your fault. And it wasn't your responsibility to stop it when you yourself were a child. So I just wanted to say that. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something, and if you did, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you have not already, please hit that subscribe button if you would like to see more of my content. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye.